Hi, this is JP Morgan. Today's slanted lens lesson is a look at doing very basic corporate portraits. We're here in their conference room. We've got a 3-light setup, so let's see how we put this together. Today, the slanted lens will take a look at shooting basic corporate portraits on location. We'll use a simple 4-light setup to shoot 15 members of an accounting firm in Los Angeles. This lesson will break down the basic elements that were needed to bring this shoot together. We'll look at choosing the background, how to schedule the talent, how to set up the lighting in a small space, how to alter the lighting to accommodate different clothes and people, and last of all, things to bring to just make the day go a little better. My first question for the client always is, what's the background, or what's the look of the portraits? I sent samples of environmental portraits, portraits shot on colored backgrounds. The client reviewed these. We discussed what the possibilities were for the time that we had, for the space that we had available. In this conversation, we determined that shooting in their training room on a gray background would make the most sense. This will give them the widest variety of use and represents the firm well. We selected a Savage Fashion Gray as the background. Now we need a schedule. Making a schedule is paramount. You've got to schedule your time to travel to the location, time to set up, time for lunch, time for each person to be photographed during the day. We have 16 people to shoot, so that translates into about 20 minutes a person. 20 minutes is a bit long, so I'm going to schedule them for 15 minutes and leave a little extra time at the end to do some fun shots of the office staff together. We're going to set up before the office opens, so no one has to come in early. We'll arrive around 7 a.m., get set up, and be ready to shoot by 8:30. Let's look at how we set our lighting up in this medium to small training room. Our first light is a Dynalite pack and a studio head with a large Photoflex softbox. I'm going to add a grid to the softbox. I use the grid because the room is small and I need to keep all the light off from the surrounding walls and ceiling. If I leave the box open face, it's going to create a bounce light that will overfill the subject and make the background too bright. In doing so, I'll lose control of the light. Here's our subject with the first light. I know I'm heading the right direction because the room is dark. We're just lighting her face. I actually love the look of that Dynalite studio head. It's a very soft light as it comes through that softbox. I'm going to add a small octodome with a grid as the rim light. I use a small octodome because of the quality of light it gives me for a rim light. To understand the quality of light coming from an octodome better, go to our TSL lesson called Understanding Octodomes. Here's our subject with the addition of the rim light. We're now going to add a Dynalite travel head with a 20-degree grid as our background light. Here's our image with the background light. I'm going to move this background light around with each person. My goal is to separate her or him from the background and create interest. The shadows are a bit heavy, so I'm going to add an umbrella as a fill light behind the camera. This light I'm fine with if it bounces around the room because I'm looking for fill in the image. This is our final image. We're going to start shooting now. Right now my setup really is ideal for someone wearing a darker top. People are bound to come in with lighter shirts, white shirts with businessmen. So I'm going to set a flag in place. This flag I can put in when someone comes in a white shirt, try to knock that white shirt down a little bit so it's not too bright. When they leave, I'm going to shoot someone with a darker shirt, I'll pull that flag out. So that flag will go in and out as the people come and go, just depending on how light the shirts are. We'll also dial our rim light down or up depending on the color of the hair. Dark hair, we'll dial it up. Light hair, we're going to dial it down. We did end up with some extra time at the end of the day. We brought everyone in that wanted to and we did some fun shots with the office staff. Here are a few things to bring and to do that will help the shoot go better. First, bring a handcart. It's a long way from the car to the 6th floor. Ask everyone to bring 2 or 3 outfits. You don't want to have some guy bring a shirt his mother gave him in the 70s and have no other options. At least if he brings 2 shirts, he'll have 2 shirts that his mother gave him from the 70s. Bring a mirror so people can see themselves on set. Not that you set it up so they can look at it through the whole shoot because that'll be a huge distraction. But if someone says, I better run and check my hair, you say, well, here's a mirror right here. So you can keep them from leaving, keep yourself on schedule. So many times in business casual world today, people will come and not bring a tie and then realize, oh, I really should have a tie on. Bring a nice blue tie that you can lend to someone in order to have a tie. Bring an extra C-stand or clothing rack for people's clothing. This gives them a place to hang their jacket or their blouse. It just makes you look like you're together or you're ready to take care of them. I hope this has been helpful so that next time you go out to shoot some basic corporate portraits, you'll have a little better idea of some of the things that you're going to face. So keep those cameras rolling and keep on clicking.